What's up, beautiful people? We are back. Had a long delay. The storm kind of frost us over, but we're back. Episode 6, My2Centz. Let's get it.
I'm good, I just be up in my thoughts, say, yeah. Don't feel sorry for me. No pity parties for me. New Benz, new Rarries for me. Wrote a list of my regrets, no more sorries for me.
Yeah. Hey, man. Good to see you, black people. Those in the room, because we can't see y'all out there. Hey. But we're back, man. Episode 6, Free Enterprise, My2Centz on black-owned business. I know it ain't Black History Month anymore, but we got to close it out properly. We got to finish the final episode, right? So it's per usual. I got my people with me. I got Sid to the right.
What up? Knee deep in the building.
I know y'all like, who is that beside her? That's the homie Denisha is here with us.
Hey, y'all.
Denisha is here. And then to the left, we got that boy Misfit Chris.
What's going on? Glad to be back, as usual.
As usual.
I'm here.
He is here. We are here. We about to close this thing out. As y'all can see, I got my Support Black College hoodie finally. And then I had to dispute the charge, so I ain't pay for it. So hallelujah for not paying for things. Clap for him. Yes, sir.
This guy.
You look like some good cotton, though.
The hoodie.
Yeah.
It's
You
thick.
know what? I will tell you
look
how I
comfortable.
feel off camera, off recording.
You look
Because-
real comfortable, bro.
Because what we talking about today, we're talking about black-owned business.
Yeah,
and I refuse to be one of the people that I'm gonna talk about today, right?
Okay.
So let's get into it. Sid, tell me, what's the 411? Give me the news.
Of course, I'll give you the news.
Give
It
me
looks
the-
like, first up, I think something great is going to happen. We're going to get Coming to America 2 back. That's coming out
Coming
on Friday.
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 Yeah. I hope y'all got
Prime.
Amazon Prime. That's going to be really interesting.
I got it.
I'm hoping so, because I hadn't laughed
at any
watching
of the
these
previews.
trailers. Yeah, I hadn't been
Listen,
laughing, so I'm a little upset. I'm
I
nervous.
feel like I did the same thing for Bad Boys, though, for the new Bad Boys. I didn't laugh any. I was like,
Okay.
but I'm going to go look anyway. I'm going to go
And
watch
I
it
did.
anyway. And that was the last movie I saw before the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah, it was mid-January when it came out.
It probably was mine, too.
No, I take that lie back. The last movie I saw was Valentine's Day, The Photograph.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That was
yeah, we
good.
saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
Time-
East and them.
Time be flying.
Time is flying,
It's been
man.
a whole year, though. We've been in the house a whole
A
year.
whole
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, speaking of that, Hot Wheels decided to lift the mandate. That is the new Texas governor.
Listen here.
Or
Listen
the
here.
old Texas governor, Hot Wheels.
I want him to be the old one because he made the dumb decisions.
He is
like,
dumb.
you know what? He can roll his ass somewhere.
So good, luckily, though, I think I saw a post earlier that said Target, HEB, and I think Kroger, they are going to continue to keep their
mask
mask on. So that's a good thing. That's good to hear. HEB been coming through clutch.
They have.
Yeah.
They have.
They
They
came
definitely
through
have.
clutch.
I think especially when this guy, I feel like he's just trying to save some face. You know, because
With the small counties.
he's pushing for re-election because he knows that, you know, by doing so, by lifting this, that is what, you know, the
That's what
people
people
who
want.
Well, then
who-
you
that's what the
need
people
to
want.
make sure you go back to Lufkin and make sure none of them people be voting for that group.
Look, I went to Lufkin. Ashley and I and Aiden, we went to Lufkin. We went to the zoo in Lufkin, right?
They have a zoo.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
don't throw shade.
He did.
I
That was
didn't
real
know, I
quick.
didn't.
No, you were saying it like, oh, I didn't know y'all was big enough to have a zoo.
Well, Beaumont doesn't have a zoo.
Ooh.
so
Someone does not have a
it's
zoo,
clear.
but Lufkin definitely has a zoo, a very great zoo. Shout out to Ellen Trout Zoo. But we went to the zoo and we got out of the car. Not only were we the only black people, we were the only masked people, and that was Ash's first
Awkward.
experience with Lufkin. When she was just kind of like, I told you.
Yeah,
I
tried to
told
warn you.
Yeah, I tried to tell you.
Tried to warn you.
I tried to
They're a
tell
little
you.
different up there. So then we get to experience another sad moment where they're gonna actually trial the Chauvin guy that killed George Floyd or murdered George Floyd. So
Oh man,
I'm hoping they don't televise it, but I'm hoping
It's gonna be
they're already
televised.
kind of like probably bracing and doing all that stuff in case they don't charge him. So I mean, it's just hard to not think that they would because I mean they did it, but
history.
history is gonna repeat itself.
Yeah.
I'm not inciting anything. Don't come get me.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, I'm not inciting anything. I just hope we get a grip this time.
We'll see. But I want to know what's going on with you guys. I mean, we ain't been here in a couple weeks,
maybe
three
3
weeks.
3 weeks.
You know,
It's been about
the
3.
winter storm canceled our recording that we were supposed to have. So, how y'all been this last 3 weeks? You know, I mean, what's been up?
I got fat. Like I ate a lot.
Okay,
I slept.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know it happens.
You
'Cause
know
I didn't drink that whole week.
Ooh.
why?
Well, let me not say ooh like that, because that just made everybody think that you're just some
Well,
kinda
it is.
like,
Don't say it out loud, please. Because it is.
I
But
mean, last episode was the love episode.
the love episode.
So Chris, you and Bree still in love after the winter storm, or?
We're good, you know.
so that was extra
Nah, you
quarantine.
know, it's
time.
it's really interesting when you go through like a catastrophe or a natural disaster with a significant other or just anybody that you're close to, because you really find out a lot about those persons in those moments when you don't have things that are essential for like basic needs. You know what I mean? So it was really interesting. But we're still rocking. She's still here. She behind me.
Okay, I gotta go to
You know.
That was really
I gotta
good.
go to a J. Cole verse for this one.
Oh, do you?
She ride or die, like evening.
Oh, God.
Make home cooked meals every evening, and even in your lowest days when you're no
That boy
longer
right
Superman,
That
at least
boy
you know
right
you
there.
got Lois Lane.
Mm.
Come
was
on,
it.
Cole. That was Runaway.
Jermaine,
Jermaine,
keep it up.
even though he's not very high on Chris's
What
list.
about he's actually very high. What about when you're like no
Because he don't
longer
curse enough.
when you're no longer Superwoman? Who you got? Because I feel like I held it down over over that.
You got
This guy.
You got me.
yeah.
This guy.
I had crickets in that moment. I don't know who you had. You got
me.
Stedman. You got Stedman.
Nah, you got me.
Okay, all
You
right.
got me.
You got Chris. Okay.
That's hilarious.
So how the cold weather treat you, Denisha?
I had to depend on my man this
Oh.
time. I
Oh.
wanted to take charge, but I was like, nah, we in a crisis right now. Let me let you take
And
over.
he said, "I got this.
He did.
Nice.
I
He
got
did.
you.
That's
I
what
got.
I'm saying.
Nice.
I got
He
you.
did.
Baby.
Shout out to her man.
Yeah. Shout out to that
To
man.
young
You know.
man.
Good
know.
job.
Yeah, man said, I got you, baby. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
He
I'ma
don't,
hold
he
you
don't talk
down.
like that.
I mean,
that
he
was just
don't.
me.
The man I got is just. I'm just gonna leave the batteries on the show. That's all I'm saying. I'm just joking, guys. I just needed.
All right.
I just needed to be funny in that
Your
moment. I'm
battery.
sorry.
Bob. Let's talk about Bob. Shout out to Bob. for
Hey, you
holding it down.
lose power, you still got batteries though. So I mean,
Running.
You wasn't hurting.
Going
Technically.
in.
You know
wasn't
what?
hurting. You
You
good.
know what? Let's transition from that Bob. Let's transition from
To
that
something
Bob
more important,
into another Bob.
which is more
Black
important.
owned business. Y'all
Yeah.
see what I did there?
Batteries.
Y'all see what I did? This guy. So
Can't
this
take him
is
nowhere.
this is black owned business. We
Yeah.
got to talk about black owned business. Free enterprise. Shout out to the Rick Ross joint. What was that Black Market album?
Very
First
slept
track.
on. It was
Very
slept
slept
on
on.
album, too.
That was a great
That
album.
must have been like the third one or something. Because
Yeah,
I
that was
definitely
2015.
Yeah, I
2015.
I slept on
Okay,
that
yeah,
one.
you got to go back and run
Yeah.
that back.
That's one of his best
you-
ones.
I've been hard on Ross this week. You know how I say my top 5 fluctuates. I've been heavy on Ross this week. Especially Mastermind album.
Okay.
Jay's verse on "The Devil Is a Lie."
That is the
Jesus
one.
Christ. But anyway, moving on. Black owned business. So we definitely want to shine a spotlight before we get started on one particular black owned business. We got the owner here, Miss Tanisha. That's why she's here. Because she
Yay.
owns a black owned
Clap
business.
for.
Right.
And so clap for her. Actually clap. Black owned business.
Yeah.
So kind of tell us about the business. Tell us what's going on in your world of business.
Okay. So I guess I'll start with when I started. It was, of course, when the pandemic hit.
Okay.
Having more time at home because I can't go in the office. I work from home. So
Okay.
it's a lot of leisure time between my meetings. So I started on Juneteenth because I wanted to start on a day
Shout
that
out
was
to
significant.
Juneteenth. Yes.
Yes, good job.
For those who don't know what Juneteenth is, get some education.
Hey,
So
Good God.
it was Juneteenth, 2020, so last year. So I'm only a couple months in right now, but I have a fashion fit boutique.
Okay.
So that's what it's called. We're catering to women sizes small to extra large, and then I do have 1X to 3X in some pieces as well. But
Oh, I think I want that.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
peep.
okay.
we-
The pictures.
You gotta definitely
Yeah.
peep the pictures of what's going on. All
Oh
that is
man, I want that one.
from the fashion
Big
fit.
flex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have some stuff going
Oh,
on.
that is adorable. I hope I'm gonna look like that. I need to-
You will, girl. You will.
I got to
Girl
figure
finna
it
get all
out.
dressed up for Bob.
You will.
all dressed up, nowhere to go.
Okay.
So right now, I mean, I have been getting a lot of questions about when I'm gonna start selling menswear too.
Okay.
So, but that's later down the road. But my biggest thing is just finding different pieces that women can express themselves in, especially in different sizes. Because
Right.
every woman all women are different.
to definitely,
Very much so.
definitely
yes,
so.
Yes. So
Chill.
I know on my site now I have a small window of 1X to 3X, but I want to say probably April of 2021, I do plan on having more pieces and actually catering to that market too, because I know my queen size women.
I peeped the queen size. I
Queen
love it. I love it.
size.
That
I
is
love it.
awesome.
That's what it's gonna
That's
be
cool.
called, queen size,
size.
because I
It does
curvy
sound cool.
collection,
That's cool.
all of that. You queen size.
Queen size.
I like that.
But I do get a lot of feedback from them saying, when you gonna get something for me. So that's one of my goals of
Okay.
transitioning to that.
Well, we definitely want to applaud you in Fashion Fit Boutique. Definitely the website. www. Is there anything that doesn't start with www?
I would hope.
Nah.
Fashion.
World Wide Web, bro.
I mean, I don't even know why we still have that in the website, but fashionfit.com, and that's there's hyphens between
Yeah.
the F, the I, and the T.
Yeah.
So fashionfit.com. Definitely check her out, as well as on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Fashion Fit on Instagram.
Nice.
So we'll definitely this week be definitely make sure that we give you a shout out and post this week so everybody can check you out and follow. But for sure, love the Fashion Fit, love the black owned business, love the women in power, love the black women in power.
Yeah.
I mean, I can keep going for days on all
You
the
should.
things, the single moms in power.
Mhm.
Nice.
Like just everything that is going on that you're doing. We definitely want to applaud you for it, because the facts are, we don't get into facts about this black owned
Yeah.
business thing.
I need
The
some of that.
facts are 8 out of 10 black owned businesses failed within the first 18 months. And the black owned businesses declined by 41% between February and April of 2020. That's when the pandemic hit. Compared to only 17% decline by white owned businesses. 44% black owned businesses use their own cash to start their venture. And that is because 38% of black business owners say they are discouraged from applying for loans.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And they're probably discouraged because only 1%
only
Yeah.
obtain business loans in their first
Yeah.
year, and only 18% black business owners receive assistance from loan officers in
Right.
completing the business application. So those are the facts when it comes to black-owned business. And so it is definitely want to apply to every black-owned business. I also want to note, we talked about George Floyd a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But in the time of George Floyd's his murder, the rally, and things of that sort, everyone went into a only spend black.
Black money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of businesses
It
really,
stuck this time.
really survived
Yeah.
off of that.
They did.
There's one particular business near my side of town, Godfather Pizza,
Shot up
which is
through the
black
roof.
owned, right?
I did not know
I
that.
didn't know
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
black owned.
Just his
Um,
franchise.
Just
Just
that
that
particular
particular one.
just
Yeah.
that
That
particular one.
Okay.
But he was struggling to keep the doors open, and the rally of support from the black community to actually start spending with it. There was probably a 1 month period you couldn't walk in and get pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was that busy,
was
and
always
now
busy.
it's thriving, and
That's
so
what's
that is that's the power of the black dollar for sure. So we want to open it up and say, ask you guys, why do black businesses fail?
I think black businesses fail just for the same reason that we were talking about Godfather Pizza and the lack of support.
Mm-hmm.
When we support our own, when we pour our dollars into our own community, then we thrive. And so just lack of support is one of the main things as to why black businesses fail. I also want to add this kind of goes on to black business owners accepting accountability for this to an extent, but sometimes there's a lack of professionalism that you get in your black businesses that when you go, let's use retail for an example. When you go shop at Ralph Lauren, you expect a certain level of professionalism, and you get that all the time. But sometimes when you go shop with your local black business, you don't always get that because you're expected to just kind of know how each other operates because we're all black, we're all the same.
Yeah.
But
It does happen.
or when you file a complaint, you may not get the same customer service in return that you expect because you're black, they're black, and they think it's supposed to be implied that we should feel a certain way or have a certain level of expectations. And I think that leads to a big failure in black businesses because it makes people less likely to want to spend their money to support you when you're not professional. The customer service is bad. And so those are just some critiques both ways,
So let's kind of real quick. Let's go into what the internet says is the 12 reasons black business fail, and let's come back.
Okay, cool.
Reason number 1: too many alphas and no betas. No research. Number 2: no research. Number 3: insufficient funds. Number 4: failure to adapt. Number 5: family member and not business partner. Number 6: no consistent vision. Number 7: failure to diversify our products. Number 8: no experience. Number 9: failure to provide good customer service. Number 9: failure to provide good customer service. Number 9: failure to provide good customer service.
That one hit me on your spirit.
We got to talk about that.
That's huge, bro. That is huge.
It's huge. Number 10: failure to market online. Number 11: lack of leadership. And number 12: lack of followership. So there's a few that I want to talk about personally. Failure to diversify products. What comes to mind there? I'll tell you what really comes to mind there is Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that
my man will not change it up.
But the reality is Tyler Perry. We talked about this when we talked about our universal mind control, like a media episode, right? Tyler Perry, due to the support of the black community, he got on. Right? Yeah. And he got on in a major way. Right. But then once he got on, he said, you know what, y'all got me here, but the white people keeping me here. So I'm going back to Madea. I hate Madea.
Okay.
I hate Madea with the passion. I have not supported any. I mean, granted, he don't need my little money, but I have not supported Tyler Perry since he went back into the Madea. I hate that character. I've always hated that character. I think that character is not a positive. I think that goes on along like a Mamie.
Yeah,
it's. And
no, I don't think I think she's more of the second one.
I think she may fit all of them actually. All the negative stereotypes. I'm not a fan.
Well, that's the other reason why I don't like
Madea
him.
be giving some good game in her movies.
It's like, but you get all that game.
It's
after,
recycled, regurgitated.
It's all recycled and regurgitated, but you
reason.
get all of that after you deal with the ghetto.
The bull.
After you deal with
that's the entertainment part of it.
Who he entertaining? That's not my
That
entertainment.
was what I was trying to tell you. I'm not finna be entertained by living like a bad life. Like I don't want to be bragging about that and making that a great thing. I'm not saying the struggle is bad all the time.
You got to be able to laugh sometimes.
Look,
I do laugh.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Did I make any sense in that statement?
Yes, I understand completely. But let me tell you how this happened this week. I'm talking to you, Denisha, because these two fools here are crazy. Listen,
I ain't saying nothing.
The moment I knew I was solidified, and it was a confirmation that my lack of support for Tyler Perry was justified. When one of my employees came up to me this week, she is a middle-aged white woman, and she says to me, "Oh my gosh," she has a son. I won't say either of their names. She says, "We just love Madea," and I said, "Exactly." She talks about, have you seen like Madea Boo? We just laugh so hard. It's the scene where he says, "You don't want to get shot, Tupac." We just thought that was so funny. I didn't find that humor.
That's not funny,
right?
Though.
But it's like
stupid
they always finding awkward ways to connect.
Yeah,
that's so ignorant.
Yeah, I mean, kind of expand on that. Like,
I'm just saying, like I work in corporate. I'm not gonna disclose where I work, but in my technology field, you don't see a whole lot of black women.
And,
Right.
So the way that they connect, we like to do different hairstyles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, how did you grow your hair so long?
Overnight.
Overnight.
Come on,
You
man.
just saw me yesterday. I had braids.
Like they
What?
don't know.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Like
And
they
then I
don't know.
come short because mine, I have type 4C hair. So it'll be really, really coily. And
She gets
they're
that at the
like,
beauty
oh my
supply store."
gosh, what did you do? What'd you do different? Or my manager's like, oh, you changed your hair.
Yeah, I did.
What?
I tend to do that from time to
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
It's
I'm
an
like,
option I have.
I don't know. It's just weird.
It's
It's hard not to slap them
it's crazy.
when they want to touch it. That's
oh
what,
my gosh.
oh my
I
God.
done got my hair touched so much
Can I touch it?
at this
No.
job that it's ridiculous. Because they do that little, can I touch
Can I
it?
touch it?
And
Oh,
I-
how long did it take? 4 hours. Oh my gosh. Oh my. I'm like, come on now.
I can't,
It's
I
just
can't
so
Let me
imagine.
be.
Don't Solange got that song? Don't touch my hair.
Don't touch my hair.
Like that's a
Uh,
real deal thing.
That's really that's definitely a thing.
That is a real deal thing.
But no, I think failure to diversify products. I have a thing where I never want. I've always said, and I think I'm kind of adjusting on it, but I've kind of, you want to make, when you want to start a business, you definitely want to start something for your people. I think that's something that as a culture we are really big on. Like I'm starting this for my people, something that we don't have representation in a space that we don't have, something for us, by us.
Come on,
FUBU.
FUBU.
Shout out FUBU.
Right.
But
that's the guy on Shark Tank, huh?
yeah. But we at the same time, I don't want any product to just only fit one
Right.
demographic.
Right.
Right.
Now it may fit only black people, but I want it to fit men, women, children.
Yeah.
Everything that
Right.
that's in that encompasses that.
Right.
Because when you don't diversify product, it's really easy. I think all those kind of go into hand because you got to do your research. You got to have a constant
Yeah.
vision. You got to be able to adapt because the
Yeah.
market's always adapting. So,
Right.
and so definitely then we got to talk about number 9, failure to provide customer service.
Okay.
Should be
Failure
number one.
to provide customer service. I'm gonna do it like the pastor said. Failure to provide customer service.
Hey,
So-
man.
Does everybody? So how do we feel about or recalling the incident that happened in Dallas, where the guy told the ladies stop twerking in his multiple times, and they kept twerking,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
and then
What was the name of that place? Was it Taste?
Taste bar? No.
Is
Taste?
it Taste? It could be Taste.
Well, we gotta get
Taste, Truth, Took.
True Kitchen?
We gotta get.
Who knows?
Look, let's get our let's get how they do on the major shows. Hey, let's get our research guy.
Let's get our
or
research
guy.
guy.
We'll get our
Mike.
research guy.
Check that out, Mike.
We'll get our
Briggs,
research.
Let's figure that out.
Let us know.
But yeah, so definitely, I felt a couple different ways about that.
Because I know I was.
Are you
on his
familiar with
side.
this?
Yeah, I heard of
Okay,
it.
so I feel a couple different ways because first off, I felt like what he did was very unprofessional.
Okay.
At the same time, this is your business, your product, your vision. Govern it accordingly. At the same time, True Kitchen.
Mike,
True Kitchen.
for
Shout
the
out to
win.
Mike, the producer.
Yes,
Come on.
sir.
It was
Come on,
True
coming
Kitchen.
through.
True Kitchen. And the owner was actually a lawyer. Is a lawyer. I won't say was a lawyer,
Oh,
but
he
he is
is?
a lawyer.
I didn't know that.
Good for him.
And I don't believe he owns his own firm. I think he works for someone.
Somebody. Not mad at that.
I think, but the fact I understood what he was saying, like I don't want that type of image for my business.
Right.
I wholeheartedly support
I
you
do.
in that, my
Right.
brother.
Right.
But how you went about telling the
The
people,
delivery has to be different, man.
Man, that was funny.
and it was definitely funny
That
because
was
I laughed.
hilarious.
But,
I laughed.
but I feel like you should have checked your DJ that you hired
That is true.
because
Say
your
change the song.
Yeah,
Just
'cause
say change the song.
because just how we were talking about on our music episode. As a kid, when I was listening to music, people twerk to this, so maybe
I
I'm
thought
supposed
that's
I'm
what I
supposed
was
to
supposed
twerk.
to do.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
when you drop a certain track, it's
Yeah.
go.
It's hard not to move, but at the same time, I still think that that's a part of us not having self-control.
That's a part,
I personally don't want to blame the DJ. I paid you to do this.
right.
But at the same time, I don't care how many mimosas I gave you. I don't care if it's bottomless. You ain't got to get up and
You
twerk.
ain't gotta
Now-
get
If I don't,
now-
if I
You don't
don't
have to be
have,
on my tables
first of all,
and
if I
chairs
don't,
and stuff.
that's where it
Like,
stops.
come
At.
on
I ain't
now.
mad at you for probably doing this.
Yeah.
That's cool. But the rest of that stuff they was doing,
But
y'all got to go.
A little in their defense, the people said they had waited hour, 2 hours for food. So that's number 9. Failure
that's
to
still
provide
bad.
customer service.
That doesn't mean you get drunk and twerk on my
However,
chair.
Maybe if I was
But
eating my
wait.
food, I wouldn't
But
have
wait.
twerked. But
I gotta come to my man's defense, because even though that is a long time to wait for food, when you go out for brunch and stuff on a
Yeah.
Sunday,
It's-
you
it's that
expect
long.
that you're gonna have to wait a while, because
Yeah.
you're in a place that everybody is at, and you chose to go to the most popular place in town. So
Yeah.
wait time should be expected. You didn't want to
Absolutely.
wait. go to-
And black folks
you
gotta
know?
stop acting like we've been brunching all our day. They got to chill with that shit.
you know what? I support that message. I definitely support that
we
message.
got we
Sunday
just
fun day.
we
man.
just got
Sunday,
here, and
man.
see, we don't even call it brunch no more. We call it Sunday fun day
because it don't just
What the
last for
hell?
brunch; it lasts
So-
all day.
So we kind of look at it, and when you talk about customer service, I
Yeah.
think one thing that I have always learned in business,
Absolutely.
is that you can serve bad food and give good service, and people will appreciate it.
and
Facts.
come
Yeah.
back.
And may even come back and give you a second shot. But if you give some good food and bad service, people
They
not,
only see the
people not
service.
finna
I
fool
could
with
care
you,
less.
right? And so I think that's one thing that is really big when we talk about growing. I don't want to name names of places, because that's like I said, that's why I didn't want to
Well,
talk
let's
about
name
the beginning
other
of
places.
but names, certain places you go into, and the people just have a stink attitude as if instead of it be I've always been about business, right?
Absolutely.
So when the business is like, hey, you're coming here, you are shopping with me, you are spending your time with me, spending your money with me. I'm gonna make sure you have the best experience possible. I cannot stand, nor can I sit, people who have that. I have a good product, so I don't have to care about whether you come back or not. You don't have to come back. I'm not
Somebody gonna get it.
Ooh.
like
like
it or not.
you know.
Yeah.
And so I definitely don't. I hate that, you know. But how do we go around that? Because I know it's tough, because as a black-owned business, I never want to blast you for something you did, because other people could have a really good experience with you.
Right.
You may have had a bad day.
Right.
Maybe this experience you learned from it. So I don't want to necessarily go and blast you about something that you have done. I think that fits with the double standard of black-owned business,
Oh yeah.
because we don't hold white-owned businesses.
Who?
Yeah, we do.
No.
Yes, we do, bro.
Because
That's
I think
what
we do.
No.
I think
I
we-
understand
what-
we may. The community. When I say we,
Yeah.
as a whole, black people do
You
not
think?
hold. If you go,
You're right, because
if
if them people tell you to shut up, that's what they finna do.
if you go
I look at them crazy.
if you go to let's say you go to
Cracker
let's say you go to Chili's, right? Nobody eats at Chili's. I don't. But let's say you go to Chili's.
Hey, now.
I was gonna
You're
say
an all-star.
Chick-fil-A.
It's game
For
on.
25, bro. Like,
Say what now?
Exactly. Nobody eating Chili's,
I
man.
don't.
So
Not
look,
on purpose.
but let's say you go to
speak for
Chili's.
yourselves.
Let's say you go to
Continue.
Chili's. You go to Chili's and you have a bad experience when you go to Chili's. You know, your food comes out, your food's cold. You know what I mean? You have a waiter or waitress a server who forgot about you and didn't come back, or whatever the case may be, right? We leave there and say, the hell with Chili's. I'm going about my business. I'm not coming back.
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing.
Facebook doesn't hear about your bad experience at Chili's. But let's say you go, everybody named Mama was talking about, what's it called?
True Kitchen.
True Kitchen.
Everybody was talking about that experience. And it's not that you had bad service, it's that he told you to sit your ass down.
He
and
did
don't
tell
be
you to sit your
and
ass
don't,
down.
and don't
Don't
be
do
acting up.
that.
So it's like, but everybody heard about that. Everybody
Yeah.
decided that they wanted to bash. Or you go to other places and people want to bash a black-owned business as if, oh, if y'all want me to come support, your prices need to be different. You need to
Why?
lower your prices. And
Y'all pay Fashion Nova.
y'all pay these people.
That is true.
And my biggest thing about it is I don't think people understand business.
Of course
as
they don't.
As a black-owned business, you have your costs are higher. One, you're not a chain. You know, you don't have. We already talked about the facts about how many people get loans, how many people have been loans. So you don't have all
don't
that
have
backing
the
you,
you
right?
don't have
Right.
So my costs have to offset in some way. I'm spending more money on the product, more money
Right.
on the venue,
Yeah.
more money on
Yes.
the service. I'm spending
Everything.
more money. So yes,
Yeah.
I am going to charge you a higher price than if you went to another place,
Yeah.
right? Now, that should be understood. I understand because
But
I
they're
understand
not gonna
business.
understand that.
But people say, "Oh, you need to lower your price is too high." What damn?
gotta
You
make
know,
it
if I
good.
charge you the same thing, the other people, I'm gonna be out of business.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's
It's
I
the
don't know.
hustlenomics of it. Shout out to Young John.
Okay, it's the hustlenomics.
It's the hustlenomics of it. I mean, I can't explain because I'm still doing research for something that I want to start doing, a venture I want to do. So this is all going to be great and new for me because I'm scared. I'm not a business major, and that's what you're for.
But you know what? But you know what?
So I'm not good on that.
Speaking of customer service, speaking of research,
Yeah.
speaking of coming to America,
Yeah.
the original coming to America,
Mm-hmm.
McDowell's.
That was
Right?
great.
Yeah.
Brother was reading McDonald's
Manual.
manual, right?
Like a mo.
Because in that
Like
hey,
a mo.
we laughed about it, but you know what? In reality,
if the
that's
people
smart
from McDonald's,
business.
isn't it?
That's smart. That's smart business. To where he went and said McDonald's is successful. It is what I
Yeah.
strive to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go see what
Let's
they're
see
doing.
what they're
Let me
doing.
go do the research. In my,
I mean, that's pretty much what Burger King does.
pretty much.
That's
a-
pretty much
it's
what
a
Whataburger
blueprint.
did.
It's
It's
Everybody,
the same.
everybody
Everybody's
goes
doing
and
it.
figures out what works, what doesn't work. What are these
Yeah.
people doing? When I was working for Walmart or
Yeah.
or any place you work retail wise, you're gonna go comp shop. You're gonna go see
You
what your
have
competition
to.
is doing.
That's the whole
Right,
point.
and so that's definitely a smart business. I mean, they had too many connections coming to America and customer service and
Man, that was good.
research. That was just beautiful.
I'm so proud of you, friend.
But let's talk about the failure to market online. We've all had this conversation together, which kind of sparked this. But and ironically, today I was I can't remember the lady's name. Tamron Hall, I think it was her name.
Mm-hmm.
Her show was on today, and the lady from Facebook was on.
What lady?
And the lady who's her and Mark are right here. You know, they're
Oh, okay,
they're-
okay.
And so they were kind of talking about how Facebook refuses to kind of mandate hate language on the site and you know and things of that sort. And the lady's like, "Oh, we catch some of it, but you know it's impossible to catch all of it, or you know, blah 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 blah." Right? But we want to talk about the algorithms of the internet. To where, you know,
Yeah, because
no,
I need to talk to him about seeing all these posts from 5 days ago, and I'm
but
definitely in a new day.
but
And a week.
even that we kind of look and you know, Chris may post a picture of him and Bree, right?
Oh, his spoon, his
You know,
little spoon.
Big spoon, little spoon, right?
Yeah.
He may post a picture of him and Bree,
Mm-hmm.
and they may get 200, 300, 400 likes.
Mm-hmm.
But Chris posts a episode flyer of the podcast, and it gets 2-3 likes.
Yeah.
It gets 2-3 likes. Why?
Give
Because-
yourself at least 25.
well, I'm
It's
saying.
an example.
I know.
It's
But
an
I-
example.
But I'm saying it
This
from the
guy.
sense that nobody sees it
Yeah,
because of the algorithm. They just make sure it's not seen.
right.
But then
Okay.
what y'all don't see is that it pops up on my feed and says, "Here's your opportunity to boost your post."
Yeah.
Pay
And
for
you gotta
play.
pay
for
money.
some yeah.
Now I know I mean I don't know how the experience y'all have that. I know Denisha understands that because
Oh,
when you have a
God.
business like and it's literally no matter what you post, anything that you're posting that somehow the algorithm knows that it's not a personal post,
Yeah.
and it just automatically does it.
Interesting.
So we ask. So we talk about supporting black business and supporting people. If the 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 people who do see it and like it,
Right.
if they all shared it,
It'd be
Then
fun.
it'll be a
You
different
go
story.
further.
Yeah.
But the
Right.
problem is those people just scroll past and they just like.
Yeah, they just like
Yeah.
If that-
because that's their version of support.
Right. And now the new algorithm, likes don't even matter.
No.
Interesting.
It
You have to save
shares
it
and
share-
save.
yeah.
That is true.
So if it's not, so it's like when you say, do you support black business? I make it a point that anything that comes across my timeline that is black business related,
Yeah.
especially if I know you, I'm gonna share it.
Okay.
Right? Because I understand, you
Exactly
know,
what
whatever you're doing may not even be for me.
Right. But
I
it
may
could
not
be
even,
for somebody
I
else.
may not even support what you like when I say support, I might not even
Need your
like
product.
what you're doing or
Yeah.
or whatever case may be. But you are a black business that serves some sector let me share you, let me put you out here.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna continue to do that. Chris posts music, I'm gonna share it.
Yeah.
You know,
It takes a village.
He may have a song that he be with the mumble rappers. Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Brent.
hey,
Can't stream that one.
I mean, you know, I tell, he'll sit,
Play it and turn it down real low.
Look, I hear with it's cool, you know, but I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna make sure that you know I spread that out there. So you know, but I kind of want to backtrack, and we'll come back to that aspect. But why do we hold black businesses to a higher standard? Like we have to discuss this. We have to figure out why are black owned business held to a standard that we refuse to hold other businesses to?
Because I guess we expect us to kind of know what we've already lost. We've lost so many things prior to. We don't have access to it so much. We still really fighting to get into the buildings.
Right.
So I think we expect people who already have these positions to just be like, don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we secretly say, which is why earlier when you said when we interact with each other, when you see somebody, that's like the black head nod. I see you walk through. I ain't got to say nothing. I'm just speaking.
Right.
So I think that's what it is. We just kind of automatically think, I don't want you to fuck this up.
And
I want you to keep it together.
I think one of the main issues with that is, you know, you being a you know, like a business owner, you have you don't have a staff, right?
We're doing everything.
The thing that you're doing, you are doing
literally. I'm doing
bit
everything.
And you know, you're having to do every single aspect of your business. It's all on you,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes things are going to fall through the cracks. I mean, it's inevitable. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to run that type of ship. In which case, I don't feel like I'm not going to judge you for one mistake that you have had. Right. You know, I'm not going to say I ordered something from Fashion Fit and you know the wrong size came. Okay, well, I mean, all right, my bad. I'll rectify it. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
But you know, then when you get the right product, and I took care of you with great customer service, your review of me is not Fashion Fit did a great job, great service. Your review is they sent the wrong size to begin with.
with 3 stars.
With 3 stars. They sent the wrong size to begin with, but they finally fixed it and got it right. Or did they not expedite it back to you?
Yeah.
Did they not give you a discount? Did they not take care of you for their mistake?
Yeah.
But
I have an example. Because I follow, so what I do is I follow a lot of poppin' boutiques for inspiration so that I know how to market myself and what they do. And one of these boutiques is called My2Centz.
Okay.
So I've seen them have excellent customer service. Like they're always asking, ask us questions. Is your order right? And I was upset one time because I saw on one of the comments, because she ended up closing down her store because she wasn't satisfied with her production in orders and everything. She had problems with pre-orders and things like that. But one person had the audacity. Mind you, she has 59,000 followers. They had the audacity to put on there, I've never seen a business struggle so much. And I'm like, are you kidding?
Come on, man.
Are you kidding? This is one person. She's producing 2,000 orders. It's her and her sister producing the 2,000 orders that they get. And you have the audacity to say you've never seen a business have this many problems. But she took the initiative to close her store so that she can get everything in order. That don't make sense.
That's crazy.
But you don't say that when Amazon push your delivery date
exactly
back for matter of fact, I got stuff that I ordered that you order from Amazon, and they may tell you, I got Prime. That's how I'm gonna watch. That's how I'm gonna watch Coming to America.
Absolutely.
But you have, it's supposed to take 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Well, then,
why is it
taking me a week and a half? Man, what's going on?
There's nothing you can do about it.
And there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm, even with them, I'm not. I work in business where you have to deal with reviews and comments. Yeah. So I'm not really big on putting comments on people. But I mean, it's just dumb. But I mean, we talk about some of the common things that happen with black-owned business, where customers are looking for a discount. You aren't allowed to make mistakes. You're openly criticized by your own, but at the same time, I don't know how many times you've went into a place or you've went into a business and you've been profiled, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people, you don't say, all right, I'm never going back to that business ever. I'm not going back to that location.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Right? And so, they kind of get that benefit of the doubt. Those white-owned businesses, they get that benefit of the doubt of well, that's
other
just
options.
that's just
Yeah.
one that's just one particular one. The other ones aren't like that.
Yeah.
Or the fact that they're considered the standard.
Yeah.
And so if we're not meeting, if a black-owned business that's just starting out, you're not meeting that standard, then somehow you are or below, or I'm not going to support you for like whatever reason.
Yeah.
One of the things that comes to mind. Granted, I'm from Lufkin. Everybody knows I'm from Lufkin. And there's a guy in Lufkin. Those of you who are listening and watching from Lufkin, my boy Willie G. We got to talk about Willie G. But Willie used to drive around with his barbecue pit on the back of his truck, selling food out the pit.
That sounds
Right?
like a Willie, something a Willie guy would do.
And so
Barbecue.
and so he used to do that, and he would drive by. He would just drive around all day, just making sure he's selling his stuff. But he finally opened up a restaurant front, right?
Nice.
In which case, he's the only person. He could get one other person in there, but he's there all day by himself.
Aw.
And we talk about having to buy things. So people would openly criticize because, I bought some chicken and it had a feather in it, right? Okay, cool. Dude's by himself for one. So he goes live and he starts talking about this same thing. I'm by myself.
Yeah.
I buy the chickens whole because they're cheaper that way. I pluck the feathers myself.
Yeah.
I'm the one who
Yeah.
breaks down the chicken, and I cook all this food, and I do all of this. Not for me, not for this money, because I want to do something for my community.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it, right?
Yeah.
And he was just fine driving around selling, but now I got a business front where people come. I'm trying to be able to grow where I can hire more people. I may be able to get one person in here. I can't pay you much because I ain't making much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm doing this, and people openly criticize because you found a feather. We find whiskers at Wingstop chicken all the
Man,
time,
look.
fam.
You've been finding hair in your food
You
your
know,
whole
you
life.
find, but it's not
And
about.
yeah.
But I didn't go. You don't go on Facebook and just blast this man. But y'all, people do stuff for clout, for laughs, for likes. How about you share that man's stuff? And why don't you go help him? You know what I'm saying?
Get off your ass.
Yeah,
Get you a job.
off your ass on your
Yeah.
feet. You know what I'm saying? Go help that man. So it's like those type of things that we experience.
That's what they need from us.
What do they need? What?
No, I said that's what black-owned business need from us.
that's what they need. So
that's something that they need from us. They need us to wholeheartedly, continuously supporting what they're doing. Even if they having issues with the law, we still need to go deal with it. We got to support them some type of way.
in reality,
I guess.
it's a fine line, because I want to say support black business, support black business, support black business. At the same time, that's what black-owned business need from us. But what we need from black-owned business is do better.
Yeah.
You know what I
Do
mean?
better.
Hold your staff accountable. Like, bad customer service is not acceptable. I don't give a damn how good your food is. How
My man
you know,
bothered by this.
how many?
customer.
Listen. Customer service is the one
It
thing you can always affect.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, you as a server, you can't affect how fast the food comes out.
No.
You can't affect if the food come out cold. You can't affect, but you can make sure
That
that my water is
experience.
always full, my drink is full. I always have my napkins, and you are nice and smiling,
Yeah.
and I'm taken care of. That's what you can affect. So there's no
Absolutely.
excuse
For
for
it
you to
not to
have.
happen.
No, piss poor customer service is not acceptable.
I know, friend.
I hate it.
I'm
Nah,
just trying to get
that's
you
a
in there.
huge pet
I'm
peeve.
just pulling it
So it's
all out of
like
you, friend.
Perfect example. Perfect example. When you go eat at Chick-fil-A, every time you pull up in that Chick-fil-A drive-thru, you have an expectation of what? You're going to get great customer
Yes.
service and likely great food. And if it
Not
just
me.
so
Peanut
happens that
allergy.
there's that small percentage that chicken sandwich don't come out on time because that line is super long, or you ordered a medium fry, but you really, they gave you a small, they're going to rectify that situation. And what
Yeah.
are they going to tell you every time before you leave?
My pleasure.
My pleasure. And because of that, what are you going to do?
Come on back.
Again and
Yeah.
again and
They-
again.
Even
coach that.
though they don't support a
Yeah.
lot of different
A lot.
demographics.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't eat that anyway. I got peanut allergy.
Yeah.
They fried it peanut allergy. So I can't go.
me-
I think they changed a few years back though. I think it's in
Yeah, I think you
Granola
can
oil
still
now.
eat there.
So
Yeah.
me
Okay.
being,
I'll be back.
I have to mention, since you mentioned Chick-fil-A, that was my first job, and I'm forever grateful. Even though they don't support us, I'm forever grateful because great customer service was always coached.
Mhm.
It's always
So
your
you took that
fault.
skill with
You don't get into they trained us on that, and I feel like that may be the problem of some black businesses. They're not training their
Right.
employees to have that customer service,
Mhm.
and they're not holding them accountable whenever
Accountability,
something
yeah.
happens.
You know
It's
what?
like whatever.
I got a shameless plug here. Shameless plug for any black-owned businesses that are out there who needs
Yeah.
customer service training. I provide it. I'm awesome at it. Have always been awesome at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of my every company I've worked for can speak and vouch for that. Hey, hire me, black-owned business,
Yeah.
to improve
Teach
your.
it.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm just
There
I'm
you
just saying from the
Each
from
one
the
teach
vision,
one.
people not having a businesses not having a vision, lacking leadership at the top, understanding that you know what you got to be open to
Yeah.
to perspective, because sometimes you may have a vision and your vision may be flawed and people are able to see it,
Yeah.
and able to kind of work through it, but you gotta definitely
Gotta figure
I
it
think
out.
it
gotta listen to
might.
people.
I think it might be pride, though. You don't want somebody telling you what to do with your business, but you have to let that guard down and let them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who for the black business owner? Who is your mentor? You have to get a mentor.
True statement.
You have
True
to.
statement. I
I
mean-
talk to other people that are more successful than me so that I can know how I should go about things.
Oh yeah.
And not everybody do that. They just get to the top and be like, they don't need no more help. We good. We making money.
There was a article that I read years ago, and it said that you should be in your circle. You should be the average,
Okay.
which means that in your circle of friends, in your business circle, you should be the average. So there should be people above you.
Right.
In that circle, there should be people under you in
Right.
that circle. You should fit in the middle. So you have people who can pull you up and people you can pull up. Everybody's kind of getting different perspective.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of mentoring each other.
Yeah.
And so, I think a lot of times we kind of forget that. We have people who, we have the top of the top who only want to deal with the top of the top.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And I have a really big issue with being the only one.
Oh, yeah.
Being I remember Chris college. I was president of a Black Student Association, and we actually did a meeting on first one or only one. I don't know if you remember that, but we talked about, would you rather be the first one?
Right.
This was right after Obama was elected, actually. But would you like to be the first one or the only one? And you would be surprised how many people in the meeting was like, I want to be the only one.
That's so true.
Because
But that's what we're conditioned
and it
to.
was a very
That's
bland
it.
question because we didn't talk about in any circumstance, but you want to be the only one because nobody else has reached this plateau and
Yeah.
things of that sort. Well, if nobody else is reaching it, then you did a piss poor job of
Assistant.
bringing up people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I've never want to be the only one. I mean, I being the first one, cool, but let me bring other people along because Jay kind of talks about it all the time. Like when
He always does.
you got to
It's
bring
from
other
the first-
people with
it's
you
from
because
the first album.
if you don't bring
If
people,
every person in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged. Like that's unreasonable doubt.
that's from the beginning.
That's from the beginning. So
Like-
he been on that.
Because you have to bring your people. Like what was it? It was on I'm on Friends.
Oh
when
yeah.
they were talking about, I can't remember the exact line, but we judge success by
Whoever standing next to you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you judge the success if your people are thriving too.
Yeah, you have to.
I've always had people kind of known people who've went up and done things, known people who've been in NBA, NFL, who've been in different leagues and things of that sort.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, don't buy me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Buy me a business.
Yeah.
Buy
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Don't
Support me this
I
way.
don't want no car. Not like, man, you can take that car. I mean,
What am I gonna do with it?
Don't matter if I sell it. But I mean, I'm just saying. But I'm saying, like, we want to grow. I want something that I can pass on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me go. Like, buy me a restaurant so I can,
Get
kind of like how LeBron did with his people. Like,
Yeah.
put everybody in school, put them in circles to where now y'all can have your own thing,
Yeah.
and we all come back together, and now we got a powerhouse. And,
they do.
Rich Paul is the most powerful agent in sports
Good
down
Lord.
there.
Period.
And that's all. And they start talking about, well, he's not qualified. Nah,
He qualified enough.
homie intern with Warren Buffett. You know,
Oh, so he been qualified.
He interned with Warren Buffett because LeBron put that in place. You know, he set those things up and took care of his guys, and now they don't need me for nothing.
No.
They got their own stuff.
And if you have to need me, then that means
You know,
something wrong.
So they would tell me, you know, Rich Paul comes and said, "Hey, I think I want to branch. I'm gonna start my own thing." LeBron was like, "Bet, I'm coming with you." Like, it's nothing.
No brainer.
You know,
Beautiful.
you know what I'm saying? You gonna go do your own thing. You don't even have to ask me to come. Like,
Yeah.
matter of fact, I don't even know if you want me to come,
But I'ma come
But I'm
in.
coming because you know you my guy. You had me from the beginning. I you know, we gonna take care of it.
Definitely love LeBron the human. Don't love LeBron the flopper.
Don't-
Just be clear.
You're not one of those that say
Don't
Jordan,
be that. Don't be her.
Jordan flop too, bro.
Don't be her.
Not as hard as he does.
That's because the rules are different. You get points for flopping now. They send you to the free throw line.
Your age is showing.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Your age is definitely showing.
Okay, Frank.
Your age is definitely showing.
Yeah.
But no,
That's fine.
They give away free throws for flops.
and they take money away now. You know,
Preach.
Sorry to hear that.
your age is definitely showing. Listen, man, I'm tired of you 1960
Oh,
bird
Whoa.
people.
Cool it.
let's not do it like
Let's
that.
relax.
Let's not do it like that.
Let's
You know,
relax.
She ain't a granny now.
I mean, you know, the irony is we have a baby among us today.
Aw.
Oh, Denisha.
Aw.
She's a youth. She's a young one.
She's of the youth.
She's
Yeah.
of the youth. You were born in what year? Like 1998?
94.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
played
no,
you.
you good. You
I
good.
played you.
No, I made the cut barely.
Yeah,
so
'cause-
I
'cause
experienced.
You was born before Lion King, so I think that's how I judge
Oh, yeah.
people. If,
I'm
you-
good with that.
if Lion
Okay.
King was out before you was born,
Mm.
does Bree qualify for that?
Apparently not. Her face look a little upset.
Y'all can see that face. Nope.
My bad.
I'm not in that one.
But no, I think, man, black-owned business is definitely important. You know, I'm gonna give y'all two pennies for thought. Black-owned business is important. The black dollar is important.
Indeed.
You know, the more we pour in our communities, the more we pour into each other, the more we can thrive in that. Like I said, we talked about being the only one, being the first one. Bring people along with you, man. We got to support our own. Shout out to Deion Sanders for what he's doing with
Big shout out.
HBCUs and giving kids an option to say you don't have to go to these PWIs. You can come to a place where you are represented, a place where you are going to be supported, a place where you are going to be valued, and you can shine just the same. So big ups to the things that he's doing. Big ups to all the black-owned business out there. I definitely patroned a lot this last couple of weeks, being, you know, knocking off some black-owned business and kind
I
of.
hit a black-owned business today, too.
You did? Where you go?
I went to the stuffed baked potato.
Where is it?
Shit, where is
Oh, okay.
I have
Off
a
of
place.
MLK. Off of MLK.
Okay.
And they have like 3 other locations. I'm sorry.
I would say if y'all really want to support some businesses and you don't know how, Black Market Houston is popping. I've done a few events with them before, and it's all about the black dollar there.
I follow them.
Definitely do that. Then we have, you know, there's a huge Facebook group for
Black-owned business.
black-owned
yeah.
business
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
restaurants. And that group popped off so quick.
It did.
I mean, it blew up.
Yeah.
Blew up.
Yeah, it did.
It definitely
I'm in
blew
there.
up. I mean, it was really, really huge. And I think my first experience probably a couple years ago, we went to the black food truck.
Okay.
The black food truck.
Food park?
Yeah, it was at the park, but it's called something, Black Food Truck Festival or something like that.
Okay.
Where all the black food trucks come out and kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
set
yeah.
up and things of that sort. So I mean, it was pretty dope. You know, having kind of people out there. But I think that's one thing that I don't think people really understand that we got to support our own because. You know, the moment we stop supporting, other people gonna stop supporting too.
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
how black-owned businesses, you know,
We
fail.
Gotta let go of that crab and bucket mentality.
Gotta let go
Gotta
of
let
it,
go of
man. It's. I mean, the more successful black businesses that happen, the higher chances you have of being successful. I mean, you got other options, other places that you can go to, people you can lean on. It's insane the way people just want to drag you down and not. I think.
Now, if you scamming, You gonna catch all of this from me. You gonna get these jokes. You gonna get this bad press. Don't be scamming folks.
I mean, look,
I don't. Y'all chill with that shit.
I don't want this to be. Look, I don't want this to be a misconception that I'm saying support black businesses even when they be on some bullshit. Nah,
I know you're not saying that.
No, I'm saying when they be on the bullshit, we gonna call them out, and if they continue, and look, there are some black businesses that need to be shut down. There are some black businesses that are trash. They got trash ownership, trash leadership, trash food, trash service, trash. I mean,
just trash.
Trash, waste management. They got all that. So there are businesses like that,
right?
You know, but at the same time,
treat them
don't
like the others.
don't swear off all black-owned businesses because you had a bad experience with somebody else. Because I guarantee you that I don't do business like everybody. You know, you know, you may have had an issue with another boutique, but Fashion Fit don't fit that. You know,
right.
You know that they don't fit that. So you gotta figure out. Well, you gotta try people out, man. Give people a chance. Give people a second chance. I mean, you know, the almighty dollar is important, man. The almighty black dollar is definitely important. We can control so much. You know, if we, what did Jay say story to OJ? We was talking about you rinse your drug money, like your money from the neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Take that drug money and rinse the neighborhood.
That's how you, buy back the neighborhood. That's how you rinse it. Like we put money into the neighborhood. We got to look back movies like Boys in the Hood, where you know what I'm saying. Ferris was talking about, you know, all the things with gentrification and you know how
you learning.
All these movies. You know, shout out to John Singleton. R.I.P. to him. But I mean, people definitely got to understand, you know, all the different aspects. Definitely educate yourself. Definitely patron black-owned businesses. If we got some that ain't worth nothing, you know, we gotta let them know. Black-owned business, y'all gotta do a better job. If you got hours, stick to them. You can't be out here. I show up on a Tuesday at 3:00 and you close. Like, what's up? You know, what's going on?
Hilarious.
Like, you know,
there's a business in Beaumont that had a sign. If I'm here, then I'm open.
Oh wow! That's
funny.
That's
hilarious. That's hilarious. I mean, but it's you know, and I think one thing that is funny to me is how many different people make money off of black people. You know, and people like half the beauty supplies ain't owned by black people.
Just about to say beauty
you know,
supply.
Beauty supply stores, Chris, not Sally's. Okay,
that's how.
So the beauty supply stores.
There's another reason why the
There
riots started.
are a couple. You know, in the city. So you know, definitely got to patron those. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap. Because we can definitely talk forever about some black-owned business, the black dollar, all that stuff. I know we got plenty of stories about.
I got to shout out my friend, the Berea Queen, the Bedia Queen. I'm sorry. You follow her on Instagram. That's my friend. That's a shameless plug.
Okay.
Single lady on a mission. That's my friend. That's my homegirl. I call her my baby mama. She real cool. She's
you a
doing a lot
deadbeat?
of things. I definitely can be.
You gotta stop being that.
But yeah, shout out to her. Her and her friend are doing even a ladies brunch. It's ladies on a mission. They're selling tickets on that. I think it's March 27th. So
that's 2 days before the greatest day of the year.
Are we all shameless plugging?
Of course.
I mean, you know, I thought you was gonna save yours.
I mean, I got two.
Oh, okay, I'm listening.
All right, so my first one, I'm gonna shamelessly plug my girl because she has a black-owned business.
Oh yeah,
indeed.
We're gonna shout out Boozy Bongs, and what that is basically if you are someone that likes to participate in some of the funner activities in life, extracurricular.
If you are in need of a bong,
legal
if you're
in some
need of a
states,
bong.
but illegal here. But nonetheless, if you are in need of a bong and you like to drink alcohol, these things can finally coincide for you. Donate your favorite alcohol bottle, and she'll turn it into your favorite bong for your usage, and they are amazing. So definitely,
we definitely gonna put her up on the IG this week. We definitely got to do that. Yeah. And then since we shamelessly plugging,
just round table.
I will be remiss if I did not.
Oh yeah.
And I might not be able to go home. If I don't mention Sisterly Candles. Ashley definitely has a candle business, and
That's actually perfect with boozy bong. Like,
Right,
get
right.
you a boozy bong and a candle, and
Yeah.
like you can't
Good
lose.
job.
yeah, she definitely.
Sounds like you need to make a song about that.
Yeah.
They need a jingle.
You should.
Speaking of music,
But we're coming back. But definitely,
do this all night.
like Sisterly Candles. She has an Etsy store. We're gonna put that information up this week as well.
Yeah.
As well as she making tumblers. And she's just around here trying to take over the world. I think she's trying to do it so she can leave me. So
Yeah.
I
doubt it,
kid.
friend.
I kid.
You bring Oreos, man.
I
You
bring.
good.
Let me tell you about.
Hey.
So look, a vanilla Coke and some Walmart. I mean not Walmart and some McDonald's cookies. Boys came home with it last night. One. I'm telling you,
Nice.
hey.
It work.
Yeah. I mean, cause I don't know why she didn't want the Oreos, but hey,
She went to McDonald's cookies.
I mean, she said mall cookies, but I mean, hell, mall closed, man. Let me go get these McDonald's
Aw.
warm ass McDonald's
It's the
cookies.
thought.
It's the thought.
Yep.
You low key went the extra mile.
Can I ask you about these beads?
The what?
These beads.
Yeah, what about the beats?
They're cute. Who gave them to you? Are they nice?
I bought 'em.
Did someone black make them?
I don't think so. I think it was a minority.
That's all that matters.
That's close.
That's close. All right.
That's close. They
Uh,
somewhere in that number that's not getting
yeah.
in there either.
But let's go real quick. Real quick. 2 songs. Denisha, what you got for us this week?
So I got Cranes in the Sky by Solange and Can't Get Enough by Tamia.
Okay. All right. I'm digging them both. Shout out to that Houston native.
Yeah.
All right, Sid, what you got this week?
I have
Jay-Z.
this guy. I had Toby would eat.
Who?
Toby, I can't even say
Okay,
his last
Toby.
name. Toby would
Okay.
eat. And then I'm going to go with Smoke, Black Habits.
Hey, clap for you. Hey, listen.
Right?
This
It's
is episode 6.
6 episodes.
Look,
It's
but-
on the list
but
that I was going to do it.
but the
We
2
know.
tracks that you dropped, I don't know. Look, Toby definitely from the SWAT. He
Yeah.
from here. That track is amazing as well as
yeah, it's a feel good one.
as well as Purple Rain.
Yeah.
But
I like D-Smoke.
shout out to D Smoke, man. People don't be
D-Smoke.
giving Smoke his credit. Black Habits, we definitely got to go Black Habits. You know what? I'm glad you did that because I definitely forgot it, and I pushed that song on everybody.
Yeah.
Misfit, what you got for us?
Misfit, I'm going to shamelessly plug myself. I'm dropping some music on Friday, so
Nice.
check that out. Misfit Chris, 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Press
We're gonna
play.
definitely throw that on the playlist.
Mhm.
You want to add one more song for us? Since you
Nah,
both-
it's 3 songs. Like
Oh,
that literally
you want
is
to
a-
you want to throw everything on there?
That's literally like
Bet.
Yeah.
I feel you. So
That's
we're gonna drop all that on there. Misfit
That's a drop
Chris.
the mic moment.
I mean, he can't really drop it because he's on the stand. You childish. So this week, I'm going to go with Black Owned Business by my boy Boss Dreamville over anybody.
Let's
I said
go.
it.
Let's go.
And then my second song, what is my second song? See, what's my
It
second
was
song?
it was supposed to be not Ricky Ross, Black Enterprise. You said Free
no,
Enterprise.
for Free Enterprise, that's already there because that's the name of the,
You
of
never
the
told.
episode.
It was supposed to be Chris's song.
No. To end, but this is the final episode of Black History Month.
Yeah.
Even though we in March because we had the winter freeze. Final episode of Black History Month. We gotta go Donny Hathaway.
That's what you said.
Someday
Oh, yeah.
we'll be free. I'll start singing it if y'all want me to.
Nah.
Please don't. Please don't.
But y'all know someday we'll all be free. Donny Hathaway, run that. We got to shout out Mike, the producer, who back had an absent week, but Mike is back. But yeah, we gonna get up out of here, man. Let's go drop the the
man.
outro.
Jay sampled that on
Yeah,
444.
on the
He
last
sure
track.
did.
Yeah, on Legacy.
Legacy.
Like, follow, and subscribe. Y'all know it. Tell a friend. All that jazz. The playlist, My2Centz, the playlist, Volume 1.
Yeah.
On Apple Music. Shout it out. Fashion Fit.
Share.
Go get y'all some queen size.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you.
We definitely appreciate you for being here, Denisha.
Thanks for having me.
And so we,
Yeah, you were fun.
yeah, we may have to have like Denisha back. I don't know, man. We gonna see what's going
was
on.
fun.
Just let
Yeah.
me know.
But My2Centz, Camera Kickler, Spotify, Apple Music. Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Let's get the outro, Mike. Let's get up out of here.
So
Peace,
good.
people.
We love it.